What's more horrible than a 60-second voice message? A voice call from boss. 2018, WeChat data reported 410 voice calls and video calls, a 100% increase from 2017. Almost all of my call communications done on WeChat. How about you? Have you ever thought about how it's different from phone call as means of real-time communication? If a WeChat call and a phone call come out at the same time, it will take the priority. This time, let's go for the difference between WeChat voice calls and phone calls. Have you ever experienced a WeChat voice chat breakup? You talked aloud but got a little or no response, and they had to end a conversation with "Hello, hello, damn it." But this rarely happens in a phone call now. They have the same process. The signal source from the phone reaches nearest base station, is transmitted to the core network, then finds and reaches the relevant base station near target phone, and finally is passed to target phone. Phone calls are voice service, which focuses more on the real-time transmission of information between two parties. To achieve this, it uses circuit switching. It's mainly characterized by the establishment of an independently occupied link between the sender and the receiver, where voice data can be continuously transmitted from the sender to receiver in real time, and the link will be disconnected when transmission is completed. Since the link is occupied independently and goes through telecom operator's communication network, phone calls have top authority, and the circuit exchange is highly reliable by ensuring real time. Unlike phone calls, WeChat voice calls are a kind of data service. It has no rigid requirements for time delay, so it uses packet switching. It's characterized by the fact that after IP link is established, the data is divided into small parcels of marks and sent to receiver one after another, and then reassembled into voice data according to marking order and played. The sender and receiver are now connected by an exclusive link. Although this maximizes the use of bandwidth, it reduces guarantee of latency, so WeChat calls are laggy sometimes. When networks jammed, parcels can now travel smoothly. However, as modern network technology continues to evolve, the role of circuit switching has diminished. Suppose G is a road. 2G and 3G are roads with separate channels dedicated to circuit switching. Today, voice chat, video chat, blog, and other data services are flooding everywhere. 4G and 5G lost their available circuit switching lanes. So when we're making phone call, the data service falls back to exclusive highway of 2G and 3G, at which time we can receive traffic messages. When we receive a phone call and a WeChat call at the same time, the WeChat call is sidelined. This brings us the second difference between them: priority. Calling service is the foundation of the phone and enjoys top priority, followed by data service. This fits back well in practical applications. WeChat voice calls can now be accessed during a phone call. You will be told that line is busy now, while the phone call can interrupt the ongoing WeChat call because the line falls back to 2G or 3G to make way for a phone call. VoLTE successfully realized the voice service on the packet switching network. It opens a special road for phone calls on the basis of 4G road, so that voice service can also drive on the highway of 4G. So it is vulnerable applied in 5G. There's a switch about it and a VoLTE, voice and data and cellular data. In this way, calls and traffic messages can be made at the same time. In addition, VoLTE and vulner also open a gap on the phone call and WeChat call quality. And this is our third point. The sound quality of digital audio is yearly measured by code rate. It refers to the amount of data suffered per unit time when data is transmitted. The larger amount of data, the higher the accuracy, and the more similar processed voice is to original. The code rate of WeChat voice calls is 8 kilobits per second, 3G is 12.2 kilobits per second, and 4G rises to 24 kilobits per second. As we can see from the figures, the code rate of VoLTE is 3 times the WeChat call, really powerful. Even if it falls back to 3G, the sound quality is still higher than WeChat calls. Absolutely, phone call enjoys the top priority in the cell phone system, while it costs more. As phone calls and WeChat calls are different services, they're charged differently. For a phone call, we pay the carrier telephone bills, while for a WeChat call, we pay the traffic charges. Nowadays, most users get communication packages that include both talk time and traffic, making difference in price less intuitive. The official price of 4G calls from China Mobile is 0.15 yuan per minute. According to WeChat Visual Traffic Table for each time message, a voice call consumes 0.9 to 1.2 kilobits per second, or 54 to 72 kilobits per minute. The mobile company charges 0.29 yuan per megabyte, so the traffic cost is about 0.01 to 0.02 yuan per minute. Obviously, WeChat voice calls are much cheaper than phone calls. To sum up, phone call has better stability, sound quality, and is prioritized, so it won't be interrupted during the call. And although WeChat voice calls are less immediate and at low privileges, it's pretty affordable. Moreover, WeChat has many interactive functions like group call that are friendly for office workers. Both the phone calls and voice calls have their own strengths and make up for each other and build a convenient communication environment hand in hand. Will WeChat completely open up calling function to non-friends, further replacing phone calls? What do you think? Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy it.